Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out what I think could possibly be a bit of an underdog when it comes to a family car, and it is this, the Subaru Outback. Now if you're searching for a family car here in the UK, you've probably checked out already the usual suspects such as the Nissan Qashqai, Kia Sportage, Hyundai's Tucson and Toyota's RAV4, and you'll have definitely taken a look at them if you're thinking of a hybrid. Now, Subaru, probably not so much. They don't sell quite a lot here, and they do have a bit of a cult following. So today, what I want to find out is if this Subaru Outback could be a hidden gem, or if it could be just a bit too quirky for UK buyers. So then, let's start off with the looks. Now, the Outback certainly isn't going to be winning any beauty contests, is it? I mean, it's chunky, it's rugged, there's plenty of cladding, and you know what? It works. Because Subaru have definitely gone for function over fashion. You've got roof rails that are rated for a roof box or bikes. We have 213mm of ground clearance. None of this of the soft-roaders. Like I said, we have plastic cladding and this protective plastic all around the arches and down the side sills. Now compare that with the looks of something like a Qashqai. That's something that never leaves the tarmac. This though, looks like it could handle anything, and it's definitely ready for a muddy campsite in Wales. Step inside and it's Subaru through and through. Solid, functional, and not flashy. This big 11.6-inch portrait infotainment screen dominates the dash. It looks impressive, but in practice it can be a little laggy, and with a mix of on-screen controls for your climate and a couple of physical buttons on the side, it can be a bit hit and miss. You do at least get wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which is always a big plus. The seats are super comfy and really nice materials that Subaru have used, and you get them on main touching points around the dash. Visibility is brilliant thanks to the big windows. You get decent mirrors, so out on the move visibility is excellent. And you do sit slightly higher than a normal estate. It's like driving an SUV, which to be fair will be a massive plus point for a lot of drivers. Storage is fantastic. We've got decent sized door bins with space for a bottle, 2 cup holders in the centre here, a little storage pocket for our phone. You get a nice little storage shelf up here, a full size glove box, sunglasses storage, which is always excellent to see. You get a nice decent sized cubby for a box of tissues or baby wipes. It's just super practical, and it's something that I've found that Subaru does very, very well. Now quality wise, it is very good, but it's still not Audi or Volvo quality wise. But it does certainly feel like it'll stand the test of time and last year's kids clumbering all over it with muddy boots. Back here is where families will care the most, and this is where the Outback truly does deliver and shine. Legroom is extremely generous. This is in my driving position. I'm around 5'10", and I've still got a ton of legroom. You can fit tall teenagers without moaning that their knees are touching the back of the seat. Headroom is fantastic, so you can get taller adults or children in the back here, and you can, with this wider middle seat, you can easily fit 3 for shorter trips. We have ISOFIX points on the outer 2 seats. The doors open pretty much 90 degrees and nice and wide, so it's really easy for fitting your children's car seat. We have rear vents, heated outer rear seats, and we also get a USB-C, USB-A charging socket, so the kids aren't going to be fighting over who's going to charge the device or not. Now let's check out the boot. Now the boot, 561 litres of space. It's square, it's flat, and a really low loading lip, so if you've got a dog, they'll be able to jump straight in. Fold the seats down, and you've got over 1800 litres of boot space, perfect for those tip runs or trips to IKEA. Don't forget your meatballs when you go to IKEA, always a plus point when we go. And all that means that you've got plenty of space for your pushchair or pram, your big weekly Aldi shop, and even that bodyboard that you never swore that you'd get. Spec wise, Subaru actually gives you a lot as standard. You get heated seats, dual zone climate control, adaptive LED headlights, and Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The reversing camera, it's all there. But for a family car, the real story is in the safety. And that is where Subaru shines with their strong point, and that is the Subaru EyeSight suite. Subaru is really big on it, and their EyeSight system is one of the best in the business. And it comes standard across the whole range. Adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, lane departure warning, emergency braking, traffic sign recognition. There's even a driver monitoring system. It's based around up here somewhere, and it watches you while you're driving, and then it's like your wife. Shh, it nags you when you're not paying attention. Especially handy if you've got kids that are arguing in the back and you're tempted to spin round mid-drive. Give them a bit of a telling off, it'll tell you. The Outback is one of the safest in its class, and for a family car that matters more than fancy mood lighting or a pano roof. But in this, you do settle for a sunroof. So let's talk about how it drives. Under the bonnet, it has a 2.5 litre flat 4 boxer engine, which produces 169 brake horsepower, and that's mated to a CVT transmission. And not only that, it's got Subaru's renowned and good old faithful symmetrical all-wheel drive. Now, I'm going to be honest, performance is not the highlight of the Outback. 0 to 62 takes just over 10 seconds, and if you floor it, that CVT holds on to the revs and just makes it drone a bit like a Hoover. See what I mean? It's not sporty and it's not quick, but that's not what this car is about. Day to day, it's smooth, it's relaxing, and absolutely really comfortable. The suspension soaks up bumps effortlessly. The steering is really nice and light, and as with most Subarus I've found, visibility is absolutely excellent. Perfect for motorway cruising or even generally on the school run. And because it's all-wheel drive, it feels planted and confident. Whether you're cruising up the M6 or heading over a muddy field after rugby practice, it can just take it all. Now, getting onto that off-road and versatility, Subaru has given the Outback something called X mode. It's basically an off-road setting for snow, mud or steep hills. Now, you're not going to be taking this thing up a mountain with a Land Rover Defender, but compared to your average SUV, the Outback will actually go that little bit further. For rural families, dog walkers, campers, this just makes a massive difference. It's not it's not one of these soft roaders that's pretending to be outdoorsy. This thing actually is. But here's the weak spot of the Outback, and that is its efficiency. Real world, you'll get about 32 to 35 miles to the gallon. Throughout my week with it, I've averaged around 33, 34, and that is a lot of town driving with a little bit further afield mixed in with it. Compare that with likes of other family cars that you may be looking at, such as the RAV4 or a Sportage, both hybrid, and both combine between 40 and 50 miles to the gallon. Compare the two with this, and the Subaru does look rather thirsty. Road tax and company car tax are higher because there's no hybrid or plug-in option with the Outback. But Subaru does have a big plus point for it though. Subaru's reputation for reliability, it's absolutely rock solid. You get a 5-year 100,000 mile warranty, which beats a lot of its rivals. Insurance Cost-wise, it's mid-range, and because Subaru buyers are loyal, used values tend to hold their own rather well and a lot better than you'd actually expect. Now, let's park it up and we'll run through a little bit of a verdict to what's big plus points and what are a bit more down. So, should you buy the Subaru Outback? Now, here's my honest breakdown. It is hugely practical with a massive boot, comfortable and safe, standard all-wheel drive with real ability. It's tough, reliable and a good warranty. Now, here's a few of its weaknesses. It's thirsty with no hybrid option. CVT gearbox is noisy if you push it. The interior and the infotainment, even though they are practical and built to last, they're a bit behind the best, and higher tax and running costs. If you're city based and want hybrid running costs, then maybe you are better off looking at the Kia Sportage or Toyota's RAV4. But if you live rurally, you're an outdoorsy type, or you just want a rugged and reliable, no nonsense family wagon, then look no further than this Subaru Outback. This dependable family wagon can handle the kids, dogs, camping gear and a muddy field in January. The Outback could be the unsung hero you didn't know that you needed. So, thank you very much for watching my review of the Subaru Outback. Now here's a question for you guys, and I want to let me know in the comments below. Would you stick with your traditional soft-roader SUV, such as a Qashqai or Kia Sportage, or something European like the VW range? Or would you opt for something different and go for something like the Subaru Outback? I'd love it if you let me know in the comments below. And again, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video.